Alright, welcome back to Nova Gaming. I have another deck tech video for everybody. So today I have Kylo, Ren, Tormented One, and General Grievous Jedi Hunter. Now I've been trying to get General Grievous to be in a deck that actually works since Awakenings, and I have yet to find it. So hopefully, as I'm working through this deck, um, it'll actually work. Uh, I've ran into a couple of these on tabletop, and it has great potential, especially with a lot of the added perks, especially General Grievous getting the Electrostaff. So definitely testing this out, seeing if I can get it. I'm going to try a few different versions of it throughout, and hopefully I can get this thing to at least work sometimes. So right now I'm working on with the Rebel War Room. Resolve one of your dice. If it has a resource cost, you don't have to pay it. Right now I have two die on each of these guys or one die on each of them that has a resource cost. This is geared more towards Grievous with his 3 for 1, but it can also hit upgrades as well. Now this War Room, I may or may not keep it. As you know, as I'm playing through this, I may choose a different upgrade or a different battlefield. So, I mean, Kylo is basically your normal, Kylo Ren, Tormented One, doing his normal things. Basically, what I need to do is get Kylo so that he is one of the main targets, so Grievous can do basically what he does. I think that's one of the biggest things with him is as soon as he gets put on the table, he becomes basically the number one threat. I think with Kylo as his partner, I think Kylo with his damage output and his ability turns into the number one threat on this, and I think he is the number one threat. But even a single die, General Grievous can do a lot of damage, and if you get one upgrade onto General Grievous, like the Electro Staff or something similar, he can start pumping out consistent damage very quickly. So this is what it is. This is what characters. Let me show you the upgrades that I have for it. So I have the Crossguard Lightsaber, something basically cheap to get out, and it's basically made for Kylo Ren. So it's put him on, free damage, and he's got decent sides. Um, the Electrostaff, basically made for Grievous. If I can get that, turn 1 onto Grievous or early, it turns Grievous into basically a damage monster and may actually rival Kylo Ren in this deck for the number 1 threat. Force Illusion basically tries to keep Kylo alive a little bit earlier, or a little bit, keep either of the characters, depending on which one that they target first, alive just a little bit longer. Um, Z6 Riot Baton, I mean, if you're running any type of red melee, definitely needs to go into your deck. Also running the Praetorian Guard. Now this one's an interesting one. I like the sides of the die more than its ability, though I can stick it on the other character that the opponent is not choosing as the main target, and start guarding away some of the damage so that both characters take damage similarly. Though I really don't want to use the Guardian keyword on, say, Grievous, just because if I Guardian once with Grievous on something that's 2 or higher, he's almost in one-shot damage for most aggro damage decks. I also included the Shoto Lightsaber, purely because its sides. I have a few other, one other blue weapon. Well, I guess 3 other if you count the other Shoto and Crossguard for the ability. Mainly trying to remove any shields that they have if I can't get a Vibro Knife out. If I'm able to get a Vibro Knife, then I try to shield up my guys so that they can live a little bit longer, hopefully. And also, its sides are great. And Vibro Knife, if you're running any type of melee deck, if you're not including this, you're playing wrong. And I mean, as you can see, with all of them, they can go on either character. So I don't want to put something in the deck that says, hey, blue character only, and I have a game that uh, Kylo dies very, very quickly, and then basically I have the dead card in my hand, or dead upgrade in my hand. Alright, so we can move over to some other includes. Feint in a Kylo deck is, almost auto-include with that ability. And then logistics, early game, hopefully maybe getting out an extra upgrade can be great, or an early Z6. So, I mean, early game is really great. If you're drawing it late game, then it's most likely just going to be a drop to reroll. So I'm running very little control cards, just because I need to be putting out the damage as quickly and as efficiently as possible. I'm running Doubt and Manipulate, basically just to try to get rid of some dice. I mean, Doubt, if I run into another Vibro Knife or something like that, I can get rid of it, and Manipulate just to turn something to something that's a little bit more manageable. And then I have a few more. Most of these are geared towards getting damage out quickly. So Force Strike is made for, Kylo only, so hopefully I get this either early, or if Kylo is still alive, purely to get some, maybe 2 more damage in. I also have Have You Now. I'm still on the fence on this one. It could target either one of them, so I put it in, trying to get, to Grievous' 3, or to something like that, just to do some damage. Lightsaber Throw, so I mean, I should trigger the requirement on this every roll, and I mean, for one for 2 damage is always great. And then Spotted Blue character, another one that's a little more, requiring Kylo to be alive a little bit longer, and another one where it's kind of a multi-purpose. It can use me on my dice to push some damage through, or it can be used on opponent's dice to try to stave off some damage. But yeah, overall, this is the deck so far. I'm going to keep testing it. I believe it's working decent right now. I need more testing, but as I test it, I'm going to change some things and hopefully post some videos and, tell you all how I'm changing it and if it's even worth trying. So hopefully I'll post a video this tonight, and as well as a gameplay video with it tonight as well. Depending on when you're watching this, tonight might be a few weeks from now. But yeah, alright, thanks for tuning in. Let me know about the deck. Let me know about, possible changes to it. Hopefully with Legacy release in, December, January, I can get some more stuff for this deck that'll make it run a lot smoother. Alright, so thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you stick around for the gameplay, hopefully in the next video, and like and subscribe if you want to see more. It really helps out a lot. Alright, see ya.